Hi guys, welcome back to Adventure 365, the channel that's going places, and look what I've got, Beryl's transfer box. Yep, it's finally arrived. This is not the transfer box that I originally ordered, by the way. Quick recap to the last video. I said I was getting an Ashcroft's transfer box. I didn't get an Ashcroft's one. This is from JC Transmissions, this one. Because the Ashcroft's one, minimum waiting time was 3 weeks, and I haven't got that much time to wait on the transfer box. This one I got in a week. This is an outright sale. It isn't the transfer box I wanted. I really did want an Ashcroft's one, but this is a fully reconditioned outright sale 1.4 transfer box. Oh, and that's the other thing. We got rid of the 1.6, we've gone to a 1.4. I did some gear ratio working out, and 1.4 is going to be much better for it than the 1.6. So we're going to have a slightly higher top end. I think when I worked it out with the 1.6, we'd have never got over 50, sort of 55 miles an hour. We'd have been screaming at that point. So I've got a 1.4, because that gives me pretty much a decent top end speed, and if it doesn't, I can slap an overdrive on it, and that's me workings. But I'm going to try 1.4, and if not, I'll end up buying another one too, and we'll be going through this all again. But anyway, transfer box here, let's have a look at it. And it's just an LT 230 transfer box. There's not a lot to say about it, except it's been fully rebuilt. They look to have done a nice job. And like I said, that's JC Transmissions. You can find them on eBay, Facebook, all sorts of places. They've done a lot of boxes, and I've spoken to some people who've had the boxes, and everyone says they haven't had a problem with them. So this is what's going in. Now, I've got one small problem with this box, and it's nothing to do with them building it. It's something I found when I took the other one apart. And it is the Speedo drive. Now, this is my Speedo drive out of the 1.6 box. It's a blue cog, 22th Speedo drive, which is about right for what this is. Now, when I took it out, I don't know. Oh, gravity. Can you actually see that? That focus for me? Yep, there you go. My Speedo drive's broke. There's a piece missing out of it. So I don't want that to go back in, so I'm waiting on a new Speedo drive. It should be here tomorrow, so we'll be putting this in tomorrow. But it doesn't stop me putting the box in. I can put the box in and get all the bits in, but yeah, we've got to put a new Speedo drive in. Now, the biggest problem I've got with this is I've got to lift it in on my own, and I've got to get it over the door sills. That's going to be a bugger, because they're not light. They are not light, those transfer boxes. I'm just wondering if I come in from that side, might be easier. Once I get it in, it's dead easy. There's no problem with it at all. So, because I've got a dowel there to put it on, and it's got the dowels in the back of the box to put it on. So, yeah, it's just going to be a case of mauling it in on my own. Joy. Man, this is heavy. I've just put a piece of board there to sit it on. At least it's in the car. Try not to squash my microphone carrying it in as well. Wow. Okay, that's the worst bit done, I think. Whew. I'm going to have 5 in a brew. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can get this in without injuring ourselves. There's a bloody roll of pipe there. That's for a completely different job. This is going to be super awkward, and I don't know if I can do it on my own. Should be able to. take the bung out. Might have been difficult otherwise. Oh, I'm caught. Oh, it's slipping. And it's caught again. Try not to damage the seal. That's all right. Oh. Right. Let's, oh, I've broke that anyway. Move that out of my way. That's what was causing me issues. It was catching on the wire and wouldn't swing down. Come on, line up. What's stopping it? That. It's on, nearly. It's just courty. Why is it when you put these things on, does everyone want, everything on the car wants to be its friend and attach itself to it? I'm glad I'm not doing it from underneath. It's caught on the selector this side. That's where it is. There we go. Oh. I'm having 5 now. That's heavy. That's hard. But it's in. Again. Cut. Let's have a break. So now I've got that in, I'm just going to bolt it up. I don't need to show you me bolting it up, I'll show you what it looks like after. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 bolts that hold this in. So not that much to actually show. I think the difficult bit will be getting the engine mount. I've got to put the gearbox mount on this side, but I'll show that as I'm doing it. But let's get it bolted in place first and then I'll get the gearbox mount on. Wow. Now fix that wire that I broke. I only pulled the plug off it, so not the end of the world. And I've just realised I bought the wrong size socket for the rest of the nuts. It's not the longest bolt in history. I have power tools for this. There we go. Oh, no, it's 14, 15. I'll be back. They were actually only 13. They're only little. These don't have to be that tight, they're only 45 Newton meters, so don't go grollying these right up. They're only into aluminium, so you will strip them if you try that. Is there another one around there? And I did pre-clean all the threads as well. So that's all the ones on the top side done. I'll go underneath and do the bottom side. Now I've had to switch over to my phone to get under the truck because I can't get my big camera under here. That's the mount, the gearbox mount. I've just wound it on with my fingers, with my fingies. So I'm just going to nip that up first, and then, hang on, I'm going to bolt this bit on, like that, and then just push the whole lot up and bolt it back to the chassis. And I think that's the easiest way of doing it, because it's got to go up, what, a couple of inches, just over, 2.5, 3 inches, then be bolted to the chassis. And that's the gearbox all in. So yeah, I really do think that's the easiest way of doing it. In fact, I think that's the only way you can do it. So I've got to that point now, just bolted those up, and that's not a million miles away at that. So like 15 mil, something like that. So I'm just going to push this gearbox up. I'm probably do it with my leg actually. Oh no, it's heavy. I'll just put a jack under it and push it up. There you go. Just got a bottle jack just under that. I've only had to lift it like just over 1/2 inch, just so that those bolt holes line up that side. So that now lines up. There you go, you can see the bolt hole. I'll bolt that in, lay it all down. Gearbox is in. So that's the gearbox mount on. Linkage for the high-low is in. Yeah, that's high-low, isn't it? Or was that diff lock? High-low. I had to think about that for a minute. High-low, diff locks on. Shouldn't have to adjust them because they all worked when I took them off, so they've not been moved. Breathers on, diff lock switch. I've repaired the wire to the reverse lights, and I've put the prop shaft on the front. So my next job, to come over here, is to put the handbrake on. So I've got the ex-engineering handbrake to go back on. So I'm just going to reassemble that. And that's pretty much the gearbox all in. I might also chuck the rear prop shaft on as well, and then I can put the seat box in, which will be awesome. This means this is all going back together, guys. And it's going to be a running truck again. Pretty sure it goes that way. Yes, it does. So. Don't really want to take that off, and I don't think you have to. Stay there for a minute. I have to think about that. Right, you have to slide the disc on with the brake, and then you can just rotate it round on the brake. So I'm pretty sure it goes that way. Yes, it does. I will go and check before I bolt it all the way up, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. If I can find a bolt hole. Ah, gravity. Can't see the bolt holes from this position, that's the problem. I need to be your side, guys. Right, I finally worked this out, why I was having such problems putting it on. Because I've got the brake caliper on. When you assemble this, you put this backing plate on, then you put this, then you put this, and then the disc slots on. You slot this over the top and bolt it up. But I just hadn't disassembled it when I took it apart. That was why I was having so much issues with it. But I've got it on anyway, so that's fine. It's all... yeah, it's tight. Spanner goes click. It's not going anywhere, that isn't. So that means I can put the prop shaft on now. So I'll crawl underneath, put the prop shaft on here. Prop shaft's just 4 bolts, I don't need to film that, you know how to do that. And we should be all good to put the seat box in. Back under the truck, guys. And there you go. Prop shaft's on. All the way down to the diff. That's the first time in about 6 months that it's had prop shafts going to both ends. There you go. Come here, Ralph. This is what I have to do. Every hour or so I have to come out and play with these two. Come here. Oh. Come here, Alf. Come here, Ted. Dead. Come here. Come on, Ted. Come on, Ted. Ain't getting that toy off him. Okay. Oh well, back to work. Come on, guys. Well, that's the dogs taken care of. So what I think I'm going to do now is split this video in two, because otherwise it's going to get really long. So in the next episode we're going to put the seat box in, the twin batteries and the split charger, and we're going to get Beryl running. I'm going to turn the key and she's going to start. So if you could do me a big favour, hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe. There's a lot of people watching this channel who aren't subscribed, so make sure you're subscribed. And I'll see you on the next one, guys.